Breaking news, breaking motherfucking news. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA, and I'm back, guys, because I'm just out here in this world trying to figure out who ducking Montana De La Rosa. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody ducking. No, guys, I'm sorry I've been off the scene. My grandfather tragically passed away, man. He tragically passed away earlier this week. I mean, it's just one thing after another, man. It's just one thing after another. But we'll get into that later. Um, but I kept seeing this switch of opponent. Shout out to my boy Marcus Bell. Shout out to Combo Breaker 99 for keeping me current on things that's going on. Because I've just been so out of the loop. But we've got Montana De La Rosa versus JJ Aldrich. Listen, Stephanie Egger didn't want to fight Montana. Maria Agapova didn't want to fight Montana. Now you got JJ Aldrich, who's been avoiding Montana. Let me stop, y'all. Let me stop getting y'all riled up in these comments. But yeah, so for some reason Agapova couldn't take the fight either. So now you ended up with Montana De La Rosa versus JJ Aldrich, which is a fight that we have been asking for quite some time. You know, they kind of kept these young contenders away from each other. These young prospects, they kind of kept them away from each other in the flyweight division, But this is a solid fight, man. It's like with these two, it's like when JJ was losing, Montana was winning. And now that Montana is losing, JJ's winning. You know what I'm saying? It's just going back and forth with those two. It's a skill-wise, it's a 50-50 fight. We're looking at 50-50 here. And I'm trying to imagine this fight. And will we see JJ try to pull the trigger on Montana? See, as far as trigger pulling, I feel like Montana will try to pull that trigger first. Because I feel like JJ is the type of fighter that likes to sit back and read her opponents and kind of figure out what her opponents are doing. And once JJ reads you, then she starts to get your timing. She starts to get you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I seen that happen in the Jillian Robertson fight. I thought Jillian would be able to find a way to off put JJ, but JJ was ready for any and everything that Robertson was throwing at her. And now you've got JJ Aldrich on a nice little run here. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, to me, I want to see. I think one of JJ Aldrich's biggest faults is she's like a slow starter, and she just kind of like fights at the level of her opponent. Like, she fights at the pace of her opponent, and she just kind of takes a lot of pictures in there. I want to see if JJ is going to come out firing, because now is the opportunity for JJ. This opportunity didn't come around for Aldrich like that. Aldrich on a little tear, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't get that very often. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what JJ is going to try to make a statement against Montana De La Rosa and make it like her third or fourth win in a row. And Montana has to get back on the horse. These two match up 50-50. And of course the fan in me is going to go for Montana, because I think that, for one, I think that Montana is strong enough to get JJ to the ground. You have to be strong to get Aldrich down. Because I've seen girls in the past try to take Aldrich down. And Aldrich is hard to get down. I mean, like, Robertson could not get Aldrich down. You know what I'm saying? And Jillian was trying different ways to kind of trick JJ's body to get her to get to the ground. And it just really didn't work that well. And Montana is strong enough to actually get Aldrich down. To Montana, more of a wrestler. So, you've got the single leg, you've got the power double. Montana does those very well. Also, she could hit JJ hard enough to hurt her. JJ Aldrich can be rocked. She can be rocked. I just want to see what kind of Montana we're getting. We're going to get a more polished Montana, you know what I'm saying, like a more calm Montana and a more thinking in straight lines Montana De La Rosa. That's what I'm looking forward to. And also, another thing that kind of throws a wrench in this whole thing is that Aldrich and De La Rosa used to train together, and they trained together a lot, And this is one of those things where I'm like, these girls, they know they're in the same division, and they know they're gonna fight each other. Why are you guys training together? You know what I'm saying? So these two know the in and outs of the other one, So we should see, they should be able to, it's about who can exploit that first, who can exploit that in and out, of that other person. Because I'm sure that there's things that JJ Aldrich picked up about Montana in training, and I'm sure that there's things that Montana picked up about JJ Aldrich in training. Now the last training partner fight that Montana had, she lost, and it was against Macy Barber, and then before that, it was against Andrea Lee. So Montana is 0-2 with training partner fights. So let's hope that she can, break that streak and beat, somebody that she's had to train with. A solid win over a streak in JJ Aldrich is good for Montana. Then we can see Montana step up and fight somebody like Brenda, or fight somebody like Tracy Cortez, one of the Silvas. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she can look good out here against JJ Aldrich, then then she makes a case to fight, the 14th, 15th ranked fighter, maybe even Casey O'Neill. You know what I'm saying? Like Casey O'Neill dropped to number 14, you know what I'm saying? Because she's been out with injury. So you've got O'Neal, you've got, a rematch with Andrea Lee, you've got Natalia Silva, Karine Silva, like, the door opens up for whoever wins this fight. So let's just hope we get a good fight. This fight is actually right around the corner, October 7th. So let's see what we get, guys. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section, hit that like, hit that dislike, and if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and your boy is out.